Simple ways to bring joy into your everyday life. Start with a scene showing a protagonist who is caught up in the usual daily grind. Early morning, rushing to work, dealing with traffic, responding to emails, and feeling stressed and disconnected. The camera focuses on their weary expression as they go through the motions, caught in the busy routine. Meet Alex, a dedicated professional who feels trapped in the relentless cycle of work. Each day seems to blend into the next, filled with endless meetings and looming deadlines. Despite his success, Alex feels a void, yearning for something more fulfilling. One day, he stumbles upon an article about the power of gratitude and mindfulness. Intrigued, Alex decides to give it a try, beginning with small steps. He starts a gratitude journal, noting down 3 things he's thankful for each day. Gradually, Alex incorporates mindfulness into his routine, taking moments to breathe deeply and appreciate the present. As Alex continues this journey, he also learns the importance of kindness and self-care. He begins volunteering at a local shelter and sets aside time for hobbies he loves. Over time, Alex notices a shift. The once monotonous days now feel vibrant and full of potential. By embracing gratitude, mindfulness, kindness, and self-care, Alex transforms his life, finding joy and balance in the everyday moments. We all want happiness. It's a universal desire. But often, we find ourselves stuck in the grind of daily life, thinking happiness is something we'll achieve once we reach a goal or overcome a big obstacle. What if I told you that happiness isn't just something you wait for? It's something you can apply every single day, in small, simple ways? The protagonist begins to feel overwhelmed by their routine and notices their energy draining. They hit a breaking point. Perhaps they miss a family event, overlook a personal milestone, or just feel exhausted. In this moment, they pause and decide to take control, vowing to change how they experience their days. In the bustling heart of the city, our protagonist, Alex, finds themselves lost in the monotony of daily work. Surrounded by towering skyscrapers and the constant buzz of traffic, Alex's face is etched with stress and fatigue. But amidst the chaos, a moment of realization dawns. Alex decides to embrace gratitude, mindfulness, kindness, and self-care, slowly transforming their life. With each small, intentional action, Alex discovers the joy in everyday moments, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling existence. One day, I realized that happiness wasn't going to just appear if I kept waiting for the perfect moment. I decided to take small steps, tiny shifts in my daily routine, that could bring more happiness into my life right now. This section focuses on practical, actionable steps the protagonist takes to apply happiness in their life. Each moment is shown through short vignettes. The protagonist starts each day by listing 3 things they're grateful for, no matter how small. They share how they feel lighter, more focused, and more optimistic after just a few minutes of reflection. Show them journaling or simply smiling at their morning routine. In the bustling heart of the city, surrounded by towering skyscrapers and ceaseless traffic, our protagonist, Emily, finds herself overwhelmed by the relentless demands of her corporate job. Her days blur into one another, filled with endless meetings and mounting deadlines. But amidst the chaos, a moment of clarity strikes. Emily decides to embark on a journey of self-discovery, seeking solace in the simple act of gratitude. She begins to notice the vibrant hues of the sunset as she leaves the office, the comforting aroma of her morning coffee, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the park. Each small act of mindfulness brings a smile to her face, gradually lifting the weight of stress from her shoulders. As Emily practices kindness, both to herself and others, she discovers a newfound sense of joy and balance. Her transformation is not just internal, but radiates outward, inspiring those around her to also embrace the beauty of everyday moments. I began to realize that happiness isn't always about chasing big dreams. Sometimes, it's as simple as being thankful for what's already here. I started my mornings with gratitude, and it shifted my whole perspective. During a busy workday, the protagonist practices mindfulness, taking a few moments to breathe deeply and bring their focus back to the present. Show them pausing in the middle of a hectic moment to focus on their breath or surroundings, feeling more grounded. In the bustling city, our protagonist, Alex, finds themselves overwhelmed by the relentless demands of work. The constant clatter of keyboards and the glaring lights of the office seem to close in on them. But amidst the chaos, a small moment of calm emerges as Alex pauses, takes a deep breath, and reflects on the things they are grateful for. This simple act begins their journey towards finding joy in the everyday. I learned that happiness lives in the present moment. I no longer waited for the weekend or vacation to enjoy life. I started finding joy in small moments, like a quiet lunch or a few minutes of peace before a busy meeting. The protagonist starts small acts of kindness, smiling at strangers, complimenting a coworker, or helping someone carry groceries. They begin to notice how these actions uplift not only others, but themselves as well. In the bustling city, our protagonist, Alex, is caught in the relentless cycle of work and stress. Surrounded by towering skyscrapers, Alex sits at a cluttered desk, looking overwhelmed and exhausted. Papers are scattered around, and the computer screen glows with endless emails. Despite the chaos, Alex finds a moment of stillness. They close their eyes, take a deep breath, and begin to practice gratitude. The scene shifts to a peaceful park where Alex is sitting on a bench, smiling softly, surrounded by the gentle rustle of leaves. As Alex embraces mindfulness, they start noticing the beauty in small things. The sun setting over the horizon, the laughter of children playing, and the vibrant colors of blooming flowers bring a newfound joy. Through acts of kindness, Alex connects with others, sharing smiles and warmth. The scene shows Alex helping a neighbor carry groceries, both smiling and chatting warmly as the sun casts a golden glow. Practicing self-care, Alex takes time to relax at home, reading a favorite book with a cup of tea. The room is cozy, filled with soft lighting and comfortable furnishings, creating a haven of tranquility. Through these small, intentional actions, Alex transforms their life, finding balance and joy. The final scene shows Alex walking confidently through the city, smiling, with a renewed sense of purpose and happiness. I found that when I made others happy, I felt happier too. The simplest acts, a compliment, a helping hand, not only brightened someone else's day, but also brought joy into my own. The protagonist starts setting aside time for self-care, whether it's exercising, taking a relaxing bath, or reading a book for enjoyment. They make an effort to create space for their own well-being, not just for others. In the bustling cityscape, our protagonist, Alex, is caught in the whirlwind of daily routines. The relentless cycle of work, emails, and meetings leaves them feeling drained and disconnected. But a spark of change ignites when Alex decides to pause and reflect. They start by appreciating the small things: a warm cup of coffee, the morning sunlight streaming through the window. Gradually, Alex incorporates mindfulness into their routine, taking moments to breathe deeply and savor the present. Acts of kindness follow, like helping a colleague or volunteering at a local shelter, which bring unexpected joy. As Alex practices self-care, whether through a quiet evening walk or reading a favorite book, a transformation begins. The once overwhelming grind starts to shift into a balanced and joyful existence. Alex's journey shows that happiness can be cultivated through small, intentional actions, turning everyday moments into opportunities for joy. I realized that happiness comes from taking care of myself too. I stopped feeling guilty about taking time for myself and started embracing self-care as an important part of my daily routine. As the protagonist continues to apply these practices, their life begins to transform. They notice a shift in how they approach each day. Work feels more fulfilling, relationships feel more connected, and they have more energy and joy throughout the day. Scenes could show the protagonist laughing with friends, feeling proud of a project, and having deep, fulfilling conversations with family members. Their previously frantic, overwhelmed life is now filled with more balance, contentment, and happiness. In the bustling heart of the city, our protagonist, Alex, sits at a cluttered desk, surrounded by towering stacks of paperwork. The fluorescent lights cast a harsh glow, highlighting the exhaustion etched on Alex's face. As the phone rings incessantly and emails flood in, the weight of stress is palpable. But then, a small shift begins. Alex pauses, takes a deep breath, and looks out the window. The cityscape is bustling, but Alex's gaze softens, noticing the vibrant colors of a sunset. This moment of mindfulness brings a gentle smile to Alex's face, hinting at the beginning of change. These small changes didn't happen overnight, but over time, they built up. My perspective shifted from seeing happiness as a distant goal to understanding that happiness is something I create in each moment. I learned that true happiness isn't something that happens to you, it's something you choose every day. The protagonist reflects on the power of daily choices and how applying happiness to everyday life doesn't require dramatic changes, just intentionality. They look back on their journey with gratitude and share how these small adjustments have made their life richer and more joyful. Meet Alex, a young professional caught in the relentless cycle of work and deadlines. Every day feels like a race, leaving little room for joy or relaxation. But everything changes when Alex decides to embrace small, intentional actions to cultivate happiness. By practicing gratitude, Alex begins to notice the little things that bring joy. A warm cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, or the vibrant colors of a sunset. Each moment of appreciation adds a spark of happiness to Alex's day. Mindfulness helps Alex stay present, finding calm in the chaos. Whether it's a quiet moment of meditation or simply savoring a meal, Alex learns to slow down and enjoy the present. Through acts of kindness, Alex discovers the joy of giving. Helping a colleague, volunteering, or simply offering a kind word, Alex finds happiness in connecting with others. Finally, by prioritizing self-care, Alex transforms their life. A balance of work and relaxation, exercise, and rest. Alex's journey to happiness is a reminder that small changes can lead to a joyful and balanced existence. It's easy to think that happiness is something we achieve after a big accomplishment, but I've learned that it's already available in every moment. It's in how we choose to view our day, the kindness we give, and the peace we create for ourselves. You can bring happiness into your life right now in the small, everyday moments. Encourage the viewers to apply these practices to their own lives. Take time for gratitude, practice mindfulness, be kind, and prioritize self-care. Invite them to share their own happiness practices in the comments and engage with others who are on a similar journey.